So, welcome back, my friendly neighbors and everybody out there in the YouTube world. It's Roland checking in again to say hello. Today is a couple of days before 4th of July, our celebration of the country, and it just brings back memories of my parents. We were living in Brooklyn, New York at the time. It was 1976, the actual bicentennial, and that all the ships from all over the world came into the Verrazano Bridge. And I can remember me and my dad fishing there all the time. And when the ships came in, the water rose above the wall because of there was so much water. You know, like when you're in a bathtub, you put heavy things in there and the water rises. Well, that was going on. But it was a very memorable day. Um, we uh, we all went. I have three siblings: Vanessa, Roland, Rebecca, and Jonathan. And we all went. We had a pickup truck and a Cadillac, and my parents used to let me drive the cars since I was like 10, 11, 12, maybe something like that. And back in the 70s in Brooklyn, you could do whatever you want. Okay, I can barely see it. Too bright in here. I have the shades open again, but it's much better and more soothing because I have light sensitivity, and I try to wear sunglasses all the time. I don't need them when I go into the gym, but in supermarkets and other places like that, I'm not hiding as a celebrity. I am just trying to make myself comfortable, which I just started doing the last 2 years of my life, because the rest of my balance of my life, the first 21 years was nothing but crazy fun, and then girlfriends, then married, and then once I had the four kids, I was just busy all the time. Busy, and entertaining them. Those are the most entertained kids on the planet. I maybe worked 3 days a week. The other 4 days I was off. I was with them. We were out on the boat, out on the jet ski, at the beach club with the grandparents, at the movies. We were always doing something fun. I was a kid with kids, so it was a benefit to them as well. Um, Back to the 1976 bicentennial. So instead of taking the Cadillac, which we should have all been comfortable in air conditioned, we had a pickup truck that my uncle left to my mother and father. It was a 72 Chevy Cheyenne pickup truck, bright yellow. Everybody knew it. And we went down to the bicentennial. The kids sat in the back of the pickup truck, parents in the front. One of the other kids, maybe Rebecca, was in the middle. And it was just a very memorable day. And it's unbelievable that that was 50 years ago. So my friends out there, please plan your weeks, plan your days, plan your months to enjoy your life with your family, your friends, your loved ones. Work smart. Saving money is okay, but don't do it overboard. It's not really worth it. This segment today is basically me trying to help you guys out there. I want you guys to become somebody and do something with yourselves, regardless of your age. If you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, the best thing that you could do is buy yourself a home. I want you guys to get pre-qualified. If your credit's bad, fix it. If you need help, contact me. I can help you how to do it. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, and I'm not a financial advisor, but I know how to do that because I've done it with over 100 pieces of property in the last 36 to 40 years. About 35, 36 years, I'm sorry. So most people live in two houses their whole lives. I lived in 12, 13 houses. I built a dozen houses. I fixed and sold dozens more. I owned land everywhere. And it was a good business to be in, to keep you from actually working, because when you're doing something that you love, and I absolutely positively did, I loved doing the real estate game. My daughter, she does it now. My oldest son, he does it. The other two, a little bit, not as much. They like working hard. They like pleasing others and doing good things to make money. But real estate is a really good business, and with the need and the population growing, nationwide, it's just going to become more of a need. I've tried to educate some friends that are living in Vegas, California, and all that out west that they're running out of water. It's clearly evident, and they should sell their properties and move to an area where it rains a lot, the Northeast, or wherever. As long as you have water, you don't want your house to go from $1.5 million to 900,000 to 300,000, and then they still won't allow you to. There's a lot of places in the southeast southwest where you have to have a well tapped 80 feet to 800 feet. That's insane. So back to real estate. Find yourself a place where you want to be. You don't need a lot of education to understand any of this. You could go on Google, you can go on AI, and you could just ask these questions. But your goal this year, 26, balance of 26, and the full year of 27, you got about 18 months, is to get yourself into a property. Have a mate, have a sister, brother, mother, daughter, whatever the situation may be. If you both have to contribute, get pre-qualified, fix your credit. It's easy to do. Don't think that it can't be fixed. Everything can be fixed. Everything gets pardoned, it goes away. You could have a $80,000 credit card debt, and you can get it down to $500, $600, $700 a month. Longer payments, but at least you build your credit up again. And then if you have like 25% down, you can get a no income verification loan where they don't ask you for any paperwork or any documents or anything like that. You got 25% to put down. They figure, okay, you're a good risk because we'll take the house back and thank you very much for the 25%. So there's a lot of different avenues. There's so many different ways. Everybody that's worked in a McDonald's or a gas station or that's for somebody else. That's not for me. Listen, when I was a kid, I worked every job. From the time I was 21 and older, I had my own business because I just couldn't work for people. I couldn't tolerate them. So your goal this year, besides having a wonderful 4th of July safe, 200 million people across the United States are in a heat wave now. So we got to protect our elderly people, contact them, leave all your pets inside. Anything that you can do to help another person, do it. But your goal this year, besides having a happy 4th of July, is to get yourself into a property. Even if it's a townhouse, an apartment. If you have to stay in New York or Boston and you have to get an apartment, they are very expensive, whatever, but your job is paying you $180,000, $200,000 a year. You want to stay there, then look there, buy there, and stay there. That's what you want to do. If you're still young, 21 to 40, 45, you're good. I came to the suburbs around 42. Well, I always lived in a suburban area. And it was very enjoyable. But the main thing is to get you guys into a property. That's when you become somebody. That's when lenders start to mail you stuff. When I lived in New Jersey, I always paid my bills on time or whatever. Second house that I bought, then I bought a third house, and then built a fourth house. I would get so much mail from lenders wanting to lend me money that I had a fireplace and a wood-burning stove. I would use a box. I would get almost a box this big, this big, this big, and use it as kindling to start the fire because there was so much of it. So you become somebody in this planet, in this earth, when you buy a property. When you buy a property, the world is open to you. You can take and hold a piece of your home hostage with the bank. You could be there 2-3 years. Borrow 10-20% out of it, buy a second property, make that a rental, or put your family in there. Always try to have a positive income in there. Making $400 or $500 extra per month, that's good because there's always going to be balances. Insurance is going up, maintenance, roofing, painting, plumbing, that kind of stuff. So basically this segment is, please get yourself into a property. Own yourself your own house. Be somebody. Having a house is so important. It gives you the freedom to travel, to be somebody. I know you guys that have a house or have had a couple of houses, you're never too old to do it again. Do it with your children, do it with your grandchildren, do it with your friends, whoever you feel comfortable with. You'll know who's a good person and who's not. So this segment, real estate, get into a house, and you will be happy. Have a wonderful 4th of July. One more time on the car accident situation anywhere in the state of Florida. Hogue Law Firm, 813-693-1220. Medical malpractice, anything that you need. So have a safe holiday. Start planning, write it down, what you're going to do. Get pre-qualified, get regimented, count your savings, whatever you need to do to get yourself into a property, and slowly you can build yourself regardless of your age. So have a great holiday, everybody. Peace and love, and nice 4th of July.